damn, it's like the girl lied about this whole shit, and it's fucked up because the fact that they try to give him a plea bargain of 35 years. Not a plea bargain of 35 years.
Raping one of his cult followers and releasing revenge porn. The defense's case is starting today, and the heated arguments started up moments ago. We're going to pick up from there.
Yes. And he needs to select from one of those two options.
Yes. All right, Mr. Bishop. The options are: 1, you can proceed with Mr. Booker. 2, you can fire Mr. Booker and you can proceed pro se. If you want to do that, we have to have a Ferretti hearing and I need to advise you on the record of all of the dangers in doing so. The COVID issue has been resolved. The attorneys are fine going forward. The jurors are fine going forward. I'm wearing a mask. It's not an issue. So CDC guidelines are changing. Anyway, so that ship has sailed. We are going forward with this trial. We're in the middle of it. If you want to have a different attorney, you don't get to choose a different attorney in the middle of the trial. We don't stop for you to get a new lawyer. You either proceed with Mr. Booker or you proceed by yourself. Period. Two choices. Those are the only ones you have.
Is that on record?
Yes, everything is on the record.
Okay, I would like to fire my attorney if I can find new counsel.
That is not an option. Okay, you're not listening to me, Mr. Bishop. The options are proceed with Mr. Booker or proceed without an attorney. Those are the two options you have at this juncture. Period. Nobody in the back can help you. Look at me. I'm talking to you. Two options: proceed with Mr. Booker or proceed pro se and represent yourself, which is a terrible, terrible, terrible idea.
Why is that my only two options?
That's the law, Mr. Bishop. Period. That's the law.
So I'm not allowed to seek other counsel?
Not in the middle of trial. No, sir.
Even if I'm not being represented right?
Sir, that's the ruling. Do not argue with me.
Is that on record?
Everything is on record, Mr. Bishop. Everything is on the record. So what do you want to do? You either proceed with Mr. Booker or you proceed without an attorney. But we're not stopping the trial for you to get a new lawyer. That's not how this works.
What about the COVID?
We've already discussed that, sir.
No, what about the
You
COVID?
have a mask, I have a mask, we have hand sanitizers, the jurors are fine with it, counsel's fine with it, we are way more than 5 feet away from each other. So you're trying everything you can to not go forward with this trial.
Because I'm not being treated fair.
Okay, you are entitled to your opinion, Mr. Bishop. I'm not going to argue with you, but we are moving forward with the trial, one way or the other. If you're concerned about COVID and you want to stay in the back and do not want to participate in the trial, that is also your right. And we'll try you an extension. That is considered a voluntary absence from court.
Really?
Really?
Because I don't want to be in here and be exposed to COVID.
Then you can sit in the back and we can try the case in your
So
house.
I don't have the right to have any opinion on this.
I don't even understand that question. Those are your choices.
Meaning like make a decision on my behalf.
Okay. Mr. Bishop, this is the last time I'm going to tell you your options. Okay? As far as counsel, you either proceed with Mr. Booker or you represent yourself. Period. You do not get to stop.
Y'all, can we get some gifts, please?
Number 1. Number 2, COVID. I discussed this with counsel. We've mentioned it to the jurors. Everybody is fine with going forward. We have masking in place. We have provided you with a mask. We have hand sanitizer. COVID's been going on for 4 years, folks. We got to figure out how to live with this.
Thank you, Lord.
We are way more than 5 feet apart.
She said, fuck
The
COVID.
CDC guidelines are in the process of changing anyway with respect to the isolation rules. And while they haven't changed yet, they are in the process of changing them to eliminate the isolation requirements and just to require masks. I am wearing a mask. I will wear a mask throughout the entire trial. So that if you're not comfortable with that, you want to sit in lockup during the course of the trial, that is your right. And that will be considered a voluntary absence from the proceeding.
Will I be able to hear what's going on?
Nope. There's no feed back there. Nope, you wouldn't be able to hear it. So it's up to you.
So
2 choices, sir. Proceed or they think I handled it improperly, they'll
Come on,
have
Judge Judy.
discretion to do whatever they deem appropriate. So you need to decide now what you're doing. Do you want to stay in the courtroom for the remainder of the proceeding, Mr. Bishop, and participate in this trial?
Participate?
Yes. Testify, not testify, be here with witnesses.
I'm wondering how this is going.
That is correct. That is correct.
Who will be representing me if I fire my witness?
You will represent yourself. Those are your
Okay, and
interests.
if I represent myself and not choose to be in the court, then who?
Nobody.
Okay, well, I want to fire my attorney and not be in court.
Okay. Alright, so, that means, if that is the case, you want to fire Mr. Booker, and you want to remain in the courtroom, you want to remain in lockup, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so that means there will be no, if you fire Mr. Booker, that means no witnesses are going to testify on your behalf. We will be presenting no evidence, and we will move right into the closing arguments.
So are you saying that I'm not allowed to defend myself?
That's not what I'm saying at all. You have a right to defend yourself. You have Mr. Booker here, who again is doing an outstanding job on your behalf.
Not in my.
I told you your options, so decide what you want to do. Do you want to go talk to your client in back? Okay, let's take 5 minutes.
If he wants to.
Go talk to
Oh, I like this judge. She is not putting up with the nature boys antics. Now, they took a recess there, and because we rewound the tape back to show you that back and forth and the things he was saying about, what if I just don't show up, who's going to represent me, all that. It was a little bit of an Adam Montgomery type situation, wasn't it? If I just stay in lockup, what happens? Well, after they conferred, Mr. Bishop decided not to fire his attorney. Smart move, as the judge noted. His attorney, Robert Booker, is going to continue to represent him, going to continue to stay in the courtroom with him, and the trial is going to proceed as it has been.
All right, y'all. So how do y'all, let me